Hello, welcome to Next Level Confidence Podcast. For those of you that have been following me for a long time, thank you so much. I'm so honored that you take the time to click on my podcast. Now, for those of you, you know that it used to be called Blue Rose Podcast, and I still love Blue Rose. It's still part of my program. Blue Rose is new beginnings, spiritual enlightenment. But Next Level Confidence kind of talks at my core who I am. I want women 55 and older, really all women, to step into their confidence, to understand that they can be unstoppable if they believe in themselves, if they take a chance and follow their dreams. So I want to welcome you to episode number 73, where we're going to talk about self-belief. And I'm Karen Barno, your host. Now, I think self-belief is one of the most important things you can have to make true change in your life. When I took the job at Arizona Alpha, I was just reflecting on this, talking to a group of people at a breakfast, that when I took this job 25 years ago, I was probably picked in high school as least likely to succeed. I had a speech impediment. I couldn't say my R's and my S's. I probably had a D minus GPA. In fact, when I graduated, I kind of clicked over my degree to see at the, if it was signed at the bottom to make sure I really did graduate high school. When I wanted to go to college, my parents were like, no, thank you. We won't do that. Fast forward 25 years ago, I'm sitting in a room with 4 millionaires and a billionaire. And they're like, you're making 38,000. I bet you'd be honored to make 40,000. I'm like, absolutely. I took over this job and I knew nothing. Probably year two, I bounced a $15,000 check right before our conference and had to figure that out. Everything I learned on the fly, I had to figure it out. And people come to me now and say, man, you must have been a leader your whole life. I wasn't, but I always had self-belief. I always believed in myself. I always knew I was here for a bigger, higher power purpose. I never knew what it was, but it didn't matter what I was going through. It didn't matter if I was going through trauma as a child. It didn't matter if I was having the failures in high school. I was in a catastrophic accident, which ended up leaving me a couple of years later homeless. I was just a train wreck for a couple of years. But I always believed in myself. I always had this knowledge. And when I coach women now on their confidence, they'll be like, well, nobody believed in me. Don't wait for other people to believe in you, because then you become a people pleaser. Then you become looking for validation. You want people to validate you. Do you think I'm doing a good job? Do you think I'm doing a good job? I know a person who all we had to do is compliment her, and she would run for the next 2 or 3 months. And then she'd kind of run out of steam and we'd compliment her. And the compliments were always sincere. But after a while, I kind of looked at her and thought, how sad that you need this validation. You should be able to validate yourself. And yes, that comes with confidence. It comes with inner power. But it all starts and ends with self-belief. You really have to know that you're here on this world for a very specific reason. You have a very specific gift to be shared. And I always tell people, ask the question, who am I? And listen silently for the answer you get back. And who do you want to be? And you can figure that out through patterns. What are the patterns of your life? What have you that makes you the happiest when you do? What do people say, man, you're really good at that? And you think, really? I'm not putting any effort into it. I always get told that I don't seem like I work that hard. And I always laugh because I work a lot of hours because I have this, my confidence coaching, and I have a full-time job, and I laugh and I think, so I finally asked somebody, why don't you think I work hard? I'm just curious, I'm not looking for you to validate me or approve of me, but why? And they're like, because you make it look so easy. And you make it look effortlessly. Yeah, I think so. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I had to teach myself all this stuff. I had to teach myself to do public speaking, even though I can't say my R's and my S's, and I still stutter and trip over my words. I just have learned to deal with it. And I sat down and really thought about it and thought, maybe it looks effortless because I'm in my zone. It's who I am. I'm about relationship building. I'm about compassion. I'm about understanding people. I'm about presence. I'm about confidence. But if I get out of my element, if you put me in a room with a bunch of people talking budgets, there's nothing effortless about that. I am lost. So you need to kind of figure out where your zone is. What is your thing? And sometimes you have to ask people that. But say somebody tells you your thing is splitting atoms. I don't know where I came up with that. And if your first thing is no, no, no. So they say, well, you're also good at this. And you're like, no, no, no. The problem is with that you don't believe in yourself, because if you believed in yourself, as soon as you hit that thing, as soon as you hit that thing that, man, I am good at that. Or somebody says, you make this look so easy. And you're like, no, I don't. I work so hard. Things just don't work out for me that way. Then you don't have the belief. You have to first and foremost have belief in you. And I see so many women, they'll be the cheerleader of other people. They'll be like, man, you're the best. I'll watch them talk to their team, the leaders. These are women leaders talking to their team saying, you're fantastic. I'm so proud of you. You're amazing. And then they walk off stage and I'll look at them and say, man, that was some really great motivation. That was phenomenal. No, I don't know. I just, and I'll be like, are you kidding me? You're the most powerful person I just saw on the stage. You owned the room. No, I don't know. Because when they were on the stage, they were in their zone. But when they removed themselves from the zone, they fell back into a different kind of mask that they wear. You have to really believe. And I keep saying this because self-belief comes from within. Nobody on this planet can give you self-belief. Nobody on this planet can convince you you're amazing if you don't believe you're amazing. It just isn't how it works. Because you can have somebody be your biggest supporter. And I've had some people that have been big supporters, and they have certainly helped me through my path. And they have certainly helped magnify my self-belief. But at the end of the day, when you're sitting home alone and something catastrophic has happened at work, or something bad, or you fell off a stage, I did that year too as well. Or, you had a conference, you didn't know you were supposed to be down there to help the exhibitor set up. And when you got down there an hour later, when all the exhibitors set up on their own and it was chaos, you just got to say, well, obviously I didn't do that right. But I still had the belief. I've had people yelling and screaming at me, and I walk away, and and this man will say, man, I don't know how you're going to walk away from that. And it's like, how would I not? This isn't going to get me to my dream. If I walk away, I won't get to my dream. I won't get to sitting at the Beale Park band shell talking to thousands of people on a beautiful spring evening in Pennsylvania, helping them reflect in, helping them look at who they are and what do they want to be, helping them find their blue rose to find their next level confidence. And for those of you who don't know where Beale Park is, it's in Sharon, Pennsylvania, I think. I'm from Hickory, Hermitage, but it's in Sharon, Pennsylvania. It's an amazing place. That's my thing. That is when I know I have accomplished it. When I'm at the Beale Park band shell with people in attendance, and we're having an open discussion about next level confidence and transforming your life. You've got to have that thing that when things go wrong and you're kind of sitting here kind of like that drilling outside the window right now, when things go wrong and you just kind of go, well, I'm going to keep going. And you just keep going. Or things go wrong, you'll think, I can't tell how many times I've looked at my husband after I've come home and I've vented or I've cried and looked at him and said, well, I can tell you one thing for sure. Didn't work out as I'd planned. I can't tell you how many times I've said that to him and to my friends. Well, it didn't work quite as I'd planned, but that's okay, because I'll learn from it, move forward. And that's what whenever you get down on yourself, you got to be like, I have this picture of where I'm going to end up, and I'm going to end up there. I've written 2 books. The second one is a number 11 bestseller. The next one's going to be a bestseller, because when I wrote the second one, I didn't picture it as a bestseller. I pictured it as being okay. It would be above average and it would do okay. I in my mind, I think I could be in a top 20, and I got to number 11. This one will be a bestseller because I have that belief. I have that self-belief that no matter what I try, if it doesn't work out, there is a lesson for me to learn. And maybe it's telling me I went on the wrong path. Maybe it's telling me that's not what I'm supposed to be looking at. Learn from it and move on. Don't let bad outcomes cripple you. Don't let bad outcomes define you. Don't let people that your friends that look at you and say, oh, doesn't she think she's all that? Can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Or doesn't she think she's the smartest person in the room? No, that never happened. Trust me. Or, oh, she thinks she's it, or she thinks she's hot. None of that. But I'm confident. And if you're confident, you'll get those comments. Because people that aren't confident, that's what they think confidence is. Oh, they're cocky and they are full of themselves. Confidence is that self-belief that at the end of the day, you're doing a good job. You did the best you can. You gave your best that day. You're deserving, you're worthy, you're loved. And if nothing else, you're deserving, you're worthy, and you're loved by you. And if you're like sitting there going, I don't know, Karen, I don't see it happening. I don't see it. Then you DM me. Because I believe that everybody on this planet has, as I said earlier, a specific reason, a specific why you're here. And sometimes it's hard because why you're here is so great that it scares you. It scares me. You know, when I think back of when I think even now why I'm here, it's kind of like, oh, do I really think I can accomplish all that? And then I think, why not? If not me, who? Why not me? So if you're not sure about something, say, why not me? Doesn't make sense. Why not me? If I follow a lot of people on, social media, Ali Brown, Marie Forleo, Gabby Bernstein. I can't think of a few more after that. And I look at them and I think, look at them. And then I think, but why not me? And I'm sure every one of them thought at some point, why not me? I can be like that. I can be the next Oprah Winfrey. I can be the next whomever you look up to. You can be. Why not you? So take some time and work on your self-belief. I always look at that bridge behind me, and I always think that you get on, to me, that's my happy place, is to sit on the ocean and stare out and see my dreams come true. So get a picture, visualize a picture of what your ultimate success will look like and keep in your head. Do a vision board. I carry a vision book around with me, everything in there I want to achieve. Do a vision board, do a vision book, whatever it takes. Because you can get there if you believe in yourself. Don't look for external validations. When you get it, usually they come with a carrot. Is that what they say? Usually, somebody will be like, well, if you do this for me, I'll validate you. Or, do this, this, and this, and, I'll approve of you, or I'll write your letter of reference or whatever. Just believe in yourself. That's all you need. I hope this helped you guys. If you're watching this on GoDaddy, not GoDaddy, I don't know what I'm thinking. On YouTube, please give me a subscribe and a thumbs up. The more subscribers you have, the more they send this out to you. And if I want my voice to get out to 1 million women to help them get to their next level confidence, then I need all the subscribes I can get. If you're watching this on my podcast, please leave a review. I'd very much appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, or anything at all, check out my free Facebook page, Facebook group, Next Level Confidence, and give it a join, and we can sit and you can join the conversation. Thanks a lot, you guys. Remember that the two of the most powerful words in the English language are self-belief. Thanks, you guys. And here's to your next level confidence. Bye-bye.